How's it going, fellow viewers? I'm gonna do that again. How's it going, fellow viewers? Lathaniel here. So as I was busy just mucking around on a typical Monday, it's not Monday. As I was mucking around on a typical Tuesday on The Division, which you can see in the background, why is it so laggy? I recently got a message from one of my friends who was wondering how I was going. You know, typical sort of friend stuff that always occurs if you have friends. I'm just talking to myself half the time. So just made separate accounts and sent a message to myself, but call him like Darren. It's like, hey man, how you going? And truth is, it's actually just me. But getting off topic, the real reason why I actually came onto this is because while I was scrolling through the fantastic Facebook feed of our social networking world, I discovered that there was an article that was pretty perplexing. Now, I don't know if you've seen this, but if you have connected to Unilad, social group on Facebook, you can connect to them by clicking on this site here. They recently put up an article stating that the end of the world will be a lot more sooner than expected. Aside from the other time they did it, and the other time, and the other time as well.
The end of the world will be on February 14th in the year 2016.
Valentine's Day. Bummer.
But as I was reading through this article, they had a new date, which is absolutely amazing because it falls on the day before my birthday. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's like the universe is trying to screw me. I barely make it through this year's birthday and all of a sudden, bam. Let's hope that it does not occur. But the more interesting thing is the fact that we have found out that in this news article, whether you can consider it news or not, considering it's done by a group of people who probably have nothing better to do but just type stuff up whenever they need to because they're running out of viewership, which might explain why I do these videos. Could I be losing viewership and the only reason why I'm doing these is to gain it? I feel like this is Inception. We're going down several layers at a time. Dante's Inferno, you know, with the 9 layers of hell, which is surprising because the 9th layer is full of ice. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice. Song break. The world was going to end on August 21st, 2017. For all of you tweakers and peekers out there who don't remember what year it is, and for anyone who passed their further maths class, or specialist, doesn't matter, I'm not judging, that means that there is less than 11 months until the world ends. But the world isn't ending on the 21st. There's much more complicated stuff going on here. Apparently, from the start of the 21st, 2017, it's going to be a flurry of hellish things that are going to be reaped upon this world. So anything that Mother Nature can throw at us, she's going to throw at us full force, like a brick at someone's head.
Nobody throws bricks at me and gets away with it!
Yep, with that amount of force. Which is funny because I actually threw a rock at someone's head at one point. May you rest in peace. Alright, moment of silence is gone. So, hurricanes, tornadoes, typhoons, Sharknadoes, anything you can think of, it's all going to happen. And it's going to happen until autumn of 2024. So that means 22, 23, 24. So that means we're going to have 8 years of hell next year. Well, I guess you could say it's been 9 years of hell, considering this year has just been one big fuck up. Which might be part of the theory that perhaps the world is ending as of this moment, or even before it. How many famous people have died starting this year? The most recognized and famous people that we all... The most famous and recognized people that we all know and love. Alan Rickman. Oh, what's his name? I forgot his damn name. David Bowie. And Gene Wilder, most recently. Now, could this be some way of the universe trying to tell us that there is something that is going to happen very, very shortly? Well, for all of you conspiracy nuts out there, I'm not one of you, so please stop sending me fan mail. I'm starting to sound just like one of them. Conspiracy theorists, that's who! This could mean so many things. What if the sky is green and the grass is really blue? What if the moon is actually made of cheese? What if crappy movies are actually the best things in the world? No, that can't be it. That can't be. So the whole point of this was to be able to see whether or not this is true. Now, of course, I'm not a scientist. I don't have all the answers. I don't even have a degree. but they still let me practice. So I guess the whole purpose of this is not a warning, but wondering if it's actually a question. That is the world going to end next year? So what do you think? Post in the comments and tell me when you think the world was supposed to end. Was it supposed to be 2012? Was it supposed to be earlier than this? Was it supposed to be before, when the dinosaurs were around? Perhaps the meteor is what set that whole thing off. I don't know. As I said, I'm not a Scientologist, so I don't have all the answers. What? Scientologists is nothing to do with, like, that's what scientists believe? Or where are you getting your research from then? The internet. Conspiracy theorists. Anyway, I thought I would just wrap that up by saying that I hope that you are all enjoying a beautiful Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or whenever the hell you're watching this. I guess it also depends on when this is uploaded. You know, with my slow internet connection, this could be uploaded next year. Hopefully before the world ends. Boom! Too soon. Too soon. Yeah, no, I know. Like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe to this show, and I will see you all next time. Toodles!
And next to us the Xbox One, which should have been downstairs. I'm not really sure why it's moved. Have you been leaving my site while I haven't been looking? I knew this house was haunted. Now I'm gonna snap my fingers and we'll be transported back into the world of computers.